In this video, we're going to be looking at what the Hype House is really like in real life, behind the cameras. Be sure to watch the video until the end, as we have some pretty disturbing and shocking revelations at the end of the video. Before we begin, just a little reminder that this is your #1 channel for all TikTok related news, even those you never thought existed. So be sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell so you don't miss any new uploads. Okay, let's get started. Who owns the Hype House? So, we know the Hype House consists of 20 TikTok creators, initially 21, but as we all know, Daisy Keech is no longer a member of the Hype House, after a pretty messy breakup with the crew. If you want to know all about how that went down, check out our other videos about the dark truth behind the Hype House. You can find it in the eye thingy in the right-hand corner, or in the video description down below. Popular news is that the money to secure the mansion we all know today as the Hype House was put down by about 5 of the initial members of the Hype House. It would, however, interest you to know that the Hype House is not owned by any of the members. Yes, the mansion is currently being rented. Apart from it being mentioned specifically, Thomas once inferred such when he mentioned, "If you break anything, you buy it," in one of the house's interviews. But who knows? Based on whatever activities take place in the near future, the group might just decide to secure the property for themselves. We just have to be on the lookout and trust this channel to keep you posted in case of such an event. Who lives in the Hype House? Surely you don't think all 20 members lived in the Hype House together. While some sources state that the mansion might actually be capable of housing all 20 members, only 5 members live in the house full-time. These 5 are Thomas Petrou, often regarded as the Hype House's manager, Ryland Storms, Calvin Goldby, along with Alex Warren and Kover Annan, who are currently dating and share a room in the house. Some sources state that 6 members live in the house if you include Chase Hudson, but he has been noticed to be on and off in the Hype House. The other members drop by the house to make TikToks and go back home at the end of the day. But in the case of any emergencies, there are provisions for members to sleep over at the mansion, as mentioned earlier. What facilities are in the Hype House? What really does exist in the parts of this TikTok mansion that we don't get to see on camera? Well, we've been able to get a few peeks at the Hype House facilities in some of their interviews, and others by a little more investigative journalism. I hope I don't put you in vacation mood, but the Hype House has been reported to contain a palatial backyard, a pool, an enormous kitchen, dining, and living quarters. When the Hype House first started, the group hadn't installed lights in most parts of the house. As such, the bathroom of the master bedroom became the most popular shooting spot because it had the best lighting in the entire house, and quite a number of people have confessed to the bathroom being about 3 times bigger than their own living rooms. Quite interesting, isn't it? In case you were wondering why the kitchen was described as enormous, here's why. The kitchen is furnished with 4 ovens, a refrigerator 2 times the size of your closet, if you have a reasonably sized closet that is, a few secret compartments, and so much more. My mom would be furious to find out that no one ever uses that kitchen. Even as perfectly furnished as it is, the kitchen only serves as a place to keep the group's snacks. What a terrible waste of a perfectly good kitchen. The swimming pool wasn't put to use when the house first started off, but information from Chase's Instagram story from a few days ago gives us every reason to believe that we'd be seeing more of the swimming pool as soon as everything returns to normal. Oh, did I mention the mansion has a movie room? What better place to be during a quarantine? What happens in the Hype House? With all that you've heard so far, life in the Hype House couldn't possibly be anything short of that lazy vacation life that you've always dreamed of, right? Wrong. According to the apparent manager Thomas, Hype House members are almost constantly making videos during the time they spend in the mansion. There's always someone shooting in every corner. While there are times when they go to relax and have their fun with each other, the Hype House is still a business venture, and every second that passes without any content being put out is a loss for the business. But then, they're making the TikToks together, as friends, so that should make it more, bearable. Mind you, a majority of these creators are teenagers, so you would be quite delusional to think it's all rosy over there. Alex mentioned that they do quarrel and have their differences like any other normal group of human beings, but at the end of the day, they straighten it up and they still love each other very much. Those were his words, not mine. But it wouldn't be bad to be able to see one of their not so rosy episodes on camera. What do you think? Bonus information. Well, because that's just the kind of person I am, I've decided to let you in on some bonus information. Especially for those of us who are probably already sulking over how unlucky they are. After a few attacks towards the Hype House concerning racism and a few other issues, they decided to open up the house to fans on certain weekends to come in and make TikToks in any part of the mansion. And these fans can even get some of the Hype House members to join in their TikToks. Some disturbing news. Okay, so things are not all rosy as we rightly pointed out. But one fact we've learned about the Hype House is harder to take than most. It has been mentioned in some of the documentaries of the Hype House that Alex had cameras installed in his and Cover's room. Whether it was just that one room or there were other rooms in the house he did the same to, we don't really know. Different sources mention both at some point. Why, you may ask? When asked, his excuse was that there might be some content-worthy activities going on when no one else is actively filming. Well, in his defense, he's a YouTuber, so he's constantly on the lookout for good content. So, while he may not be able to release videos of anyone in the Hype House without their consent, nobody wants to be caught on camera doing their business, especially when that business is bedroom business, if you know what I mean. So, if you do succeed in getting admitted into the Hype House to have some fun, be sure to be on the lookout. Don't let anything get in the way of your fun, though. And with that, guys, we've come to the end of the video. If you've made it this far, I'm guessing you enjoyed the video, so please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, or you've been watching my videos for a while and haven't subscribed yet, please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never get to miss out on the latest news. Your comments will be very much appreciated as well. Just be sure to keep it friendly down there. This remains your #1 channel for all things relating to TikTok. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.